Hello and welcome to all you Leos. This is your monthly horoscope for November of 2021 for those who have an ascendant in Leo and the sun in Leo, or to a lesser extent the moon. So let's have a look what is happening. Actually, there's happening something very significant for the Leos because we're gonna have a sneak preview of the eclipses happening in another fixed sign. You are a fixed sign, and when our eclipses are happening in fixed signs, it's important for you. And we've been having eclipses in Gemini and in Sagittarius, and there's still one going to happen in Sagittarius next month. So it's not all over yet, but we are wrapping up. And now we already have a sneak preview of an eclipse on the 19th, around that time, 18th, 19th of the month of November. And it's going to be at 27 degrees of Taurus. So it's a partial lunar one. The moon will be in 27 degrees of Taurus with the North Node. Yes, the North Node is still in Gemini at 1 degree, but it's very, very close to the end of Taurus. So, and it opposes the South Node. And so it's going to be a total shift for you. And you're going to see the first signs of it, so to speak. Now, this eclipse is a very, very positive one. And that has been a long time. That this eclipse belongs to the Saros cycle 5 South. And it's a very positive one. It has the energy of joy, fun, happiness, and all of that. So that shows that there is something there that's gonna become very clear, but that is something new and something that is created here, that is the moon together with the North Node. The North Node has to do with newness and growth, and the moon has to do with attachment. So new attachments are going to show itself, but you've got the whole of 2022 to implement that. But you're going to see already some sort of a sneak preview. And for you, this is happening in the highest point of your horoscope, which is the 10th house. Now, for a lot of you, that's work. If you say, Veerle, I'm 75, that is how people are what you can deliver to society. And you could say, but that when I'm 75, how can I deliver something in society? Or maybe you are saying, hey, I'm a mom and I have 4 kids. And how can I deliver something to society? Well, in raising your kids, in showing good vibes. I mean, that has such a snowball effect. So what you can do for society will be highlighted. And again, if you're not working, it really means about your energy and how you can be very real, because this is in Taurus after all, and how you can be very gentle, real, and straightforward and down to earth, and almost in a raw way to show who you are. And a bit to a lesser extent, where the South Node will be for next year, the whole year, in your 4th house, which is literally your home. So a lot of Leos are going to move literally from home. They're going to sell and move. Of course, not all Leos. This is a general horoscope. But a lot of you will. And that's a good thing, you know. And a lot of Leos will have new careers and develop new growth, or if you have a career already, to develop new growth in that career. So these are these sneak previews, so be very alert. It's only the beginning though, but it will be very, very real for you. Now, during the whole month, you've got Mars in the 4th house in Scorpio. Ooh, that is a bit tricky there, because Mars in Scorpio, it's about cutting things that are no longer suiting you, so to speak. And in the 4th house, it can be literally that you are decluttering for sure, and that you are cutting out stuff that is no longer suiting for you. But it can also be a bit like harshness with family members, and you know, in Scorpio it can go a little bit manipulative, so be aware of that. Don't fall into that trap, because it's gonna backfire. So stand your ground when that's happening to you. And certainly it's no use to try to manipulate these family members into a version of how you want them to be, because it's gonna backfire. They are going to stand up for themselves as well. So, but whatever it is, around the 19th, there's a lot of liberating energy because Uranus plays a big role during that time of the eclipse, because Mars will just have opposed Uranus and then Venus is going to trine Uranus. So there's also a lot of liberation coming up for you. For some of you, this means a shift of in your work, where you're going to work at home, for instance. Mars in the fourth house can also mean working very intensely, because it's in Scorpio, working from home. Of course, a lot of people already are doing that, but it can mean the beginning of this new cycle for you. Now, other than that, there is this emphasis on how you present yourself to other people and to society, as I already said. Why? Because the 10th house is a bit of a second descendant. So if you want to profile yourself differently, it is the time now. It is the time to show who you are and to shine, for sure. And meanwhile, important to speak about, but I'm going to delve a little bit deeper in when the next horoscopes are going to be uploaded in the future. It is Venus in Capricorn. So it's going already into its shadow period at 11 degrees of Capricorn, and that will be around the 18th of the month. And for everyone, that's a very transformational energy. For you, this is happening in your sixth house, which is again work. So a lot of emphasis on work, but also your health. So one of these two areas of life, or both of them, is under a transformation. So if you think like, oh, with my work, it's going the wrong way, or the same with your health, if you're having some health issues and you say, it's going the wrong way and I don't know how to solve it, have patience. This is just the beginning, but you will see already that you're gonna like those areas to spend time on improving them in a real way, because it's in Capricorn. So this is about slowly but surely getting towards your goal in a strategic way, Capricorn again. So if you have some plans to change work, it will probably happen, but it's more something for next year or the beginning of it. But prepare yourself for it already. And it's also about you trying to improve your health as well in a more enjoyable way, in a smoother way, in an enjoyable way. And so that you can really enjoy life, because you enjoy those day-to-day routines that help you to become healthier if you aren't already, right? So that's for what's gonna come up for you. But in a nutshell, this is a lot about how you present yourself. And that is quite key. And it's also a lot about cutting out old stuff. I mean, literally in your home, maybe old furniture or what, it needs to go. Sell it or give it away or whatever. What is no longer working for you. And it won't be that easy to do so, because it's in Scorpio. Scorpio loves to just, it's a fixed sign as well, right? But once you do it, it has that transformational, liberating energy. And what I also wanted to say is, on an emotional level, you can cut out some old because the fourth house is the way your emotional setup. So you can cut out some old cords with old emotional patterns that are not, that once worked for you very well, but now are working against you. You can cut them out. So that's a good thing as well. So it's not a lot of emphasis on relationships, but of course these things have, especially the Mars in the fourth house, when you are cutting out old patterns, that has a knock-on effect on your relationships as well, right? But that's a bit more for next month to come. Having said that, have a very good month. Thank you for watching and see you next time. Bye-bye.